ABC's 2020 looks back on the infamous murder trial of OJ Simpson on its 20th anniversary. OJ, of course, took the fifth in his criminal trial, but tonight's special gives us the first look at his recorded testimony during the civil trial.
Going to hear a lot from OJ. It's a case, of course, that forever changed how DNA is used in court. And tonight, we talk with a local forensic scientist whose career took off and instantly got more complicated as a result of OJ.
They're not going to let them know I'm not coming there to hurt any of them. Okay.
When OJ Simpson led police on that famous slow-speed chase in a white Ford Bronco, Greg Hampikian was just starting his career in forensic science.
I was captivated, like the rest of the country, by the OJ trial.
Hampikian had close friends working on the case with defense attorney Barry Scheck. The prosecution hung its hat on DNA evidence, and Hampikian says that was a mistake.
DNA was used, but ultimately was not persuasive in that case. It wasn't that the science was bad, it was that the case was bad.
In several instances, he explains, the DNA evidence wasn't properly secured and was potentially contaminated. Many years later, Hampikian would use similar arguments to help free Amanda Knox, accused of murder in Italy.
So really those two cases, I think OJ Simpson and Amanda Knox's case, are tied together because they both revolved around the problems with DNA evidence.
But 20 years after OJ, could modern technology change the verdict?
I wonder if the evidence is still around, because it could still be examined using more modern tools.
Tools that can identify single cells, but that's not necessarily good.
Just because we have more capability doesn't mean we have fewer mistakes. In fact, the opposite may be true.
The biggest problem surrounds mixture of DNA, which is almost impossible to avoid when single cells can be recorded. Hampikian just hired a new DNA analyst to help solve the problem of mixed DNA. Meanwhile, even all these years after OJ, the case still brings him business.
You know, I hear about the OJ trial still from a lot of prisoners. That trial, you know, was a big deal for prisoners, especially prisoners who were innocent.
Hampikian is the head of the Idaho Innocence Project, a title he says he'd never have without the help of Barry Scheck, who was a mentor and even wrote the afterword for his book about freeing wrongfully convicted Calvin Johnson.
I wouldn't be able to do what I do in terms of the innocence work without Barry Scheck.
And many innocents have found their freedom thanks to the trial that brought two stars of the DNA world together.
It's so fascinating,
isn't it?
I can't believe it's been 20 years, too.
And the impact.
Yeah, aren't you doing the same thing we did, too? Where were you?
Where were you?
Did you see the... Yeah.
Exactly, as the Bronco went down the street. It's interesting, though, that these two cases, Knox and OJ, revolved around the misuse of DNA evidence in the investigation. While many more people have been cleared of crimes by the Innocence Project because of properly performed DNA evidence that proved that they had nothing to do with the case, you have to be careful, very, very careful, even more so today than back then.